Welcome to Fawn Student Services. This is one of the places where the Western Herald is located. It's also home to the Student Media Group. So I'm going to show you where we're located. So follow me. We're kind of located in the basement, so it's kind of sketchy if you don't know where you're going. But when you come in through the doors, you'll take a right down the hallway, and you'll just walk down here. And then the Western Herald is located down this hallway, so you'll take a left. And we're located in 1517 is the room number. So you walk down this fun little hallway. And here is Wider, which is an outlet of SMG, which is the Student Media Group, if I didn't say it. And then you'll keep walking. We're down at the end. And then you'll get here. This is room 1517. And then inside is the Western Herald. Cool. So on Fridays we meet at 12, and that's when we have our general pitch meetings. For the pitch meetings, each person in each section will pitch to us about whatever they saw going on in the week, whether that be on campus, in town, in the state, in the country. And then that just kind of makes everybody else aware of what's going on, and then that helps us assign our stories. From there, then everybody splits into their individual sections, which could be A&E, arts and entertainment, news, opinions, and sports. And from there, they discuss more closely with their editors about like what they want to write and how they want to go about that. So that can entail like who to contact, when it's due, when they should be getting their interviews done by, photo assignments, so anything like that. And then after the general pitch meeting is done, all the editors come together and we just talk about what went well this week, what didn't go well this week, and what I can do to help everybody more if that's needed. And then from there, we begin copy editing. So each editor and myself will edit all the stories that were printed off, which is usually anywhere from 15 to 25, depending on if we do a 12-page paper or a 16-page paper, which is kind of what we bounce back and forth between. And that we're just literally sitting, reading every story and copy editing it, making grammar changes, making sure it flows right. And then after that, the editors will go and put their changes into their specific stories. And then Kayla, our art director, is placing the story throughout this whole time. So she's dropping in all of the stories from Google Drive to make sure everything fits in the paper perfectly. And then once all the edits are made, then she'll redrop them and place the photos. And then me and her will look over it again and copy edit it. And then that file gets sent to me, and then I send it to our printing press. And then it gets here by 8 on Mondays.
This thing squeaks, so it's gonna do it.
That's okay.
Can you introduce yourself, please? I'm Summer Dreyer. I'm the opinions editor at the Western Herald.
Tell me a little bit about what you do.
I work with reporters to get their work as best as you can possibly get it. I edit all the articles that come my way. I copy edit for the other sections. I post online content, and yeah.
Does your personal opinion go into your work?
No, because when I edit other people's work, it's usually their opinion. So all I try to do is look for like specific grammar and like AP style errors. I try to keep it out as much as possible because news isn't supposed to really have like bias to it. And it's a little tricky with the op section because it is very biased, and sometimes that overshadows the rest of the paper. But I try to make it, especially when it's controversial stuff, I try to make it sound as professional as possible, so it's not a clear like bias, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you think there's enough general knowledge at the university about the newspaper that it exists?
No, I don't. I didn't know it existed until my sophomore year, like 2 weeks before I started writing for the Herald.
And do you think there's like anything that we can do as students or that you can do as an editor to help people understand or know that it exists?
I think the distribution day helps a little bit because it's getting actual copies of it in people's hands, so they have to look at it when you give it to them.
Can you talk a little bit about Distribution Day?
So it used to take place on the flagpoles on Mondays, but now it's Wednesdays at 1 p.m. in the Bernhard Center. What we do is we just hand out papers and we try to get people aware of what's going on with SMG. So we have WIDER and YBOT there as well, and they talk to students and we hand out the papers. And this is also when we get a lot of our like Bronco on the street questions. So we have our reporters come out and talk to students, and it's just basically trying to get awareness out and trying to connect with the body of students that we're supposed to represent here.
I don't think anybody really knows a lot about the paper, and that's one of the most challenging parts of being so involved at the papers, because you're putting in 25 hours a week of work into the Herald, trying to make it something that will appeal to the students, because it's by the students for the students is the motto that we go by. But I think a lot of it has to do too with the changing time. So a lot of people are getting their news on their phone or Twitter, like with social media and just instant gratification of stuff on their phones. I don't think I would even want to pick up a newspaper if I wasn't involved in it. I mean, I think I would every now and then, just to see what the students were saying and what was being covered. But I mean, it's daunting to open up a newspaper and see all the text in there, and if you're not interested initially, it's not going to appeal to you. So something that we've tried to do is get like our breaking stuff on the front page to grab people's attention. But no, I don't think there's a lot of knowledge that we exist, which is something I'm trying to change.
So I deliver to Everett Tower, Rood Hall. I'm gonna let you guys go in. Rood Hall, where else do I go? I go to the Honor College and Syracuse and Sangren, the Business College, the Fetzer Center, and then I deliver to all the valleys. I usually don't walk over to the valleys just because that's a long way to truck some newspapers. So I'll drive there, but...
How long does it usually take you to do it? Deliver all the papers?
About an hour and a half. To like, I think it's Blaze, and we also deliver to, what's it? We deliver to whatever that hookah lounge is. The Blaze hookah lounge? Yeah. So I know the two things that start with B. Where else? But yeah, we deliver to all the buildings on campus. We deliver to all of the dorms. And we delivered a few off-campus places.
I would say I probably spend 10 to 20 minutes editing one article. It depends on how much work it needs. Like for ops, a lot of them, they wouldn't give me like links to where they were pulling their information from online. So I'd have to do a lot of searching to fact check them. So if I have to do a lot of fact checking, it takes me longer, but I'd say on average, maybe 10 to 20 minutes, 20 being probably the most.
Why did you want to be a part of the Western Herald?
So I want to be a journalist, and I always have. And when I came here freshman year, I wanted to know what I could do immediately to start living out my dream, or preparing on how to live out my dream after I graduated. So I found the Western Herald my freshman year from my FYE teacher, who was a former journalism major here, I think. And she was like, you can go check out the Western Herald. She's like, they pay a little bit for their articles. And the way she made it sound, which it was true that older kids ran the Herald, so she kind of made it sound like being a freshman and not having a whole lot of experience, I may or may not get a position here. But I did. And so that's how I found it.
What do you wish to get out of contributing to the paper? Or being a part of it?
What do I wish? I guess what I wish to get out of it is knowing that I was able to, because I have a passion for journalism, and I know some kids that work here do. I know some do it just like for fun or for a hobby, but I know there's some kids that are doing it because they want to do this for real when they graduate. So I hope that I've been able to influence and inspire them through my passion of wanting to do this, and that I've made them feel like they can come talk to me about anything and just like be a resource for other people who are here and want to do something.
And the things you learn in the journalism classes, it just doesn't translate into real life as the same way the Herald does. In your classes, you're not getting out here and you're doing all this stuff here. And I think the biggest thing is just getting all that experience here. Like, I don't think I could have gotten my job or be progressing as fast as I am. I'm already on track for a promotion. And I don't think I'd be that way if I didn't work here. If I had just been in journalism classes, I don't think I'd be halfway as ready for that.
I like the people that I work with. I haven't had a job that was as fun as this one, and I've been working for 6 years. So the fact that I found something that I was good at and that I enjoy the environment of is fantastic, and it gives me more hope for my future.
It's where I found my niche. So like my roommate right now, I would not have met her or have become close with her have we not met at the Herald. So I think the relationships and the people that have come in and out of my life, I'm very thankful for, and the Herald is kind of my home here on campus. Like, I know it's where I belong and where I fit in and where I'm supposed to be. So that's probably my favorite thing about joining the Herald.